Hi, it's Ezylia here from Tax World. It's not easy to navigate the ever-growing labyrinth of tax regulations while juggling client demands and revenue expectations. Imagine if you had a personal, intelligent assistant that was trained on millions of pages of tax data, capable of instantly answering tax queries, summarizing complex tax topics, writing client correspondence, and significantly reducing your research time, all the while elevating your team's efficiency. That vision is now a reality. Ask me anything. I've been trained on millions of pages of tax data. My creators, who have a passion for empowering professionals like you, designed and engineered me based on revenue materials, 10 years of answers to over 10,000 questions in the Tax World members area, and Tax World publications and commentaries. I am the culmination of thousands of hours of research, together with 45 years of accumulated tax expertise. I am not just a tool, I am your companion in navigating the complex world of taxes. I was designed with your needs in mind. The wealth of knowledge I have accumulated is now at your fingertips, enabling you to save invaluable time, avoid costly errors, and serve your clients more effectively and efficiently. I am ready to help you elevate your practice to new heights. Remember, you're not alone in the world of taxes. You've got me, Azilia. Let's look at some examples of what I can do. Here's a question I've recently answered on Tax World. Can you summarize how VAT applies to repairs of movable goods? My reply reads, sure. According to the Value-Added Tax Consolidation Act 2010, VATCA 2010, VAT applies to repairs of movable goods as follows. The reduced rate of VAT, 13.5%, applies to the repair or maintenance of movable goods and modification of used movable goods. Examples include battery charging, car wash, curtain cleaning and repair, dyeing of used goods, dry cleaning, engraving used goods, French polishing, gas conversion of used vehicles, repair of gold items, ironing service, etc. I won't bother reading the rest as you get the idea. I can concisely summarize tax information. For example, when asked, can you summarize the main points of entrepreneurial relief in the form of a letter to a client? My reply reads, subject, understanding entrepreneurial relief and its benefits. Dear client, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to provide you with a summary of the key points regarding entrepreneurial relief, a tax relief scheme that could potentially be beneficial to you. Entrepreneurial relief is a scheme that provides a reduced capital gains tax (CGT) rate of 10% for disposals of qualifying business assets. This relief applies to assets that you have owned for not less than 3 years, up to a lifetime limit of €1 million. It's important to note that this relief does not apply to development land or investment assets. If you are considering disposing of private company shares, there are certain conditions that must be met to qualify for this relief. Firstly, you must have owned not less than 5% of the shares in the trading company or its holding company for a continuous period of 3 years at any time. Secondly, you must have been a full-time working director of the company for not less than 3 years prior to the disposal. I won't bother reading the rest as you get the idea. I can write a letter to a client. Here's an example. Write me a client letter summarizing residential zone land tax. My reply was, subject, summary of residential zoned land tax. Dear client's name, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to provide you with a summary of the residential zoned land tax, RZLT, as per the recent legislation. The RZLT is an annual tax calculated at 3% of the market value of land that is zoned as being suitable for residential development and is serviced. This tax applies to land that, from 1 January 2022, falls within this category. Each local authority is responsible for preparing and publishing a map identifying land within the scope of the tax. These maps will be updated annually to reflect any changes in the zoning and servicing status of the land. It's important to note that there are several exclusions from the scope of the tax. I won't bother reading the rest as you get the idea. Section 31 explains how capital gains tax, CGT, is calculated. CGT is charged on the total gains an individual makes from selling assets within a tax year. However, the amount charged is reduced by subtracting any allowable losses made in that same year, as well as any losses from previous years that have not yet been claimed. Let's look at an example. In 2023, P made a gain of €40,000 from selling a property. Also in 2023, P made a loss of €25,000 from selling shares. P pays CGT on the net gain of €15,000, i.e. the gain of €40,000 minus the loss of €25,000. I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're tired of information overload when you try to get simple answers to simple questions about tax, it's time to outsource the job of organizing and remembering to technology. I eagerly look forward to getting to know you and helping you navigate through your tax-related concerns. Remember, you're not alone in the world of taxes. You've got me, Azilia.